In this video, I'm going to share with you how to make money with low budget sports cards online with cards less than $50. And the beautiful thing about sports cards is it's not really a business, it's more of a side gig or a side hustle. So you don't need a lot of money or employees or clients or meetings or softwares or any of that crazy stuff that normal businesses have. And the great thing is you can literally get started small, prove it to yourself, and work your way up. Okay, that's the beautiful thing about sports cards. You don't need a lot of money. I got started with, I had a few $1,000s, which isn't a lot, but that took me a long way. So you could start small and work your way up. It's not like, starting a restaurant where you need $50,000 for equipment and have to take out these crazy loans. So in this video, I put together a training of me going online and sharing with you how to find these cards for $50 or less, exactly how much money you can make, what types of cards you should be buying, and all that good stuff. So let's head to my computer. I'm going to show you exactly how to make money on cards less than $50. Let's do it. If you're enjoying the content of the video and want to learn how to make a side income with sports cards, I spent the past 3 months putting together a training to show you exactly how it's done in detail. Sports cards has allowed me to live a life beyond my wildest imagination, and I'm thankful for the hobby every single day. That is the reason I teach sports cards, and I'm so passionate about it. At the end of the training, we offer a paid program where you can work closer with me. However, I do not want you joining until you watch the training I put together. It will show you exactly what's inside the program and how to make money with sports cards, and from there, you can make an educated decision. If you'd like to sign up for the training, either scan the QR code on the screen or text the word Eric to 973-755-9486, or click the link in the description. Just to repeat it, if you'd like to sign up and watch the training, scan the QR code or text Eric to 973-755-9486, or click that link in the description. Now let's get back to the video. All right, let me show you how to find and make money with low budget sports cards on eBay. And when I use the word low budget, I'm talking about $50 or less. All right, so we have this little training I put together. Now, you can go and give this a read. This is obviously, you do this at card shows, and I'm not at a card show, so I can't show you how to do it, but I'll go through it real quick. Basically, I attached a picture here of dollar boxes, and this is what it looks like at a card show, and you could scrummage through these boxes and find a lot of cards that are worth much more than $1. Not going to make you rich, but it's an easy way to make money. It's an easy way to get involved in sports cards. If you don't have a lot of money, go and do it, and you literally just have your phone in one hand, you're looking at the sold items on eBay, and in the other hand, you're going through cards, and usually going through those boxes, it's easy to tell and easy to see if a card is worth more than $1. Not almost, but a lot of autographs are worth more than $1. If it's an autograph of any player you've ever heard of, it's probably worth more than $1. I remember when I was going through a dollar box one time, just messing around, I found like a $30 or $40 autograph of Josh Giddey, right? Josh Giddey, the player on the Thunder. He's a good player. He's not like a superstar, but obviously his autograph's going to be worth more than $1. So I would just be looking for guys that you heard of, autographs, or really anyone you've heard of, and just see if it's worth more than $1. If you could find cards to grade, even better. So that's the dollar boxes. Now, grading low budget sports cards. All right. This formula is important. It looks fancy, but it's not. All this formula says is if I buy a sports card for $50, let's pretend I buy one for $50, can I at least double my money after everything, after fees, right? So in other words, what's the card worth as a PSA 10? Okay, minus a 13% eBay fee, because even if you don't sell it on eBay and you go and sell it on Facebook or another place, expect no one's going to pay you the full amount. So minus 13%, minus how much it costs to get graded. Now, all of that, is it equal to or worth more than the price you paid times 2? Okay, just a fancy way of saying, can I double my money with a card after fees? Okay, now there's a bunch of different products to do this with. And I'll add in here Bowman Chrome as well, because that's also a good one. But Prism, Select, and Bowman Chrome. These are the ones to do it with. And usually if you're buying cards for less than $50 and you want it to fit this formula, you have to buy guys, usually higher end guys, okay? So let's take a scroll through my favorite website, eBay. Right now, someone I'm buying is Will Levis. I'm a fan of Will Levis. I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to go up a lot when the season comes around, so let's take a look. So let's type in Will Levis Prism, right? And we want to look for lower-end cards. So let me make this a little bit smaller. So if I was searching for cards, for low-budget sports cards, I'd probably put my minimum at 20 and my maximum at, call it 100, because usually people are going to overprice their cards, right? So let's give us some cushion. I'll look at newly listed, okay, and I'll click no right here for not graded to show me cards that are not graded, okay? And this will give us a plethora of options. And what I want to do is open up another eBay tab to see what these cards are actually worth. So let's take a scroll. This card is not bad. It's a little off-centered. Yeah, it's close. It's a little off-centered left to right. I'll probably stay away, but it's not a bad card. Optic Holo, usually cards sold by like ComC or a consignment store I like to stay away from, even though I've seen people have success with it. This card doesn't look bad. It's a little, see, I think he took a picture like this, angled like this, because the top is bigger than the bottom. So probably a little bit too off-centered. Let me find something here. The Sport Shack. This card looks, the picture sucks, but it doesn't look bad. Let's see what this is worth. So let's type in Will Levis Orange Laser. Let's see. Can I make some money with this bad boy? So this card sells for about like 15 bucks, 25 bucks, 25 bucks, 24, 24, 25. So the card's worth like 20, 25 bucks. And as a 10, it sells for $89, $120. Usually I like to find auction sales because auction sales will tell me a truer value, if that's a word. But you can see this card sells. There's an auction I did 152, but that was like 2 months ago. So call this card, average it out. It's worth about $100, right? Sure, right? Let me plug in my formula, right? Let's say the value of the card, right, is $100. And how much is it going to cost to get it graded? Grading cost, I know right now, is $19. And a 13% eBay fee, right? 13% eBay fee will equate to what's 13% of 100? Well, that is $13, right? So if we do 100 minus 19 minus 13, what does this equal? This equals 100 minus 19 minus 13. This equals $68, okay? Oh, whoops. So this equals $68, and I can buy this card for, call it $25, right? Purchase. Purchase price equals $25, right? Roughly. So am I doubling my money? Hell yeah, I am, right? This is a really good buy. Since, this card's pretty popular, I might even go to the lengths of just typing in like Orange Laser Will Levis and seeing, there's a bunch of these. Look how many there are. And you could buy these all day for 20, 25 bucks. This will net me a profit of around, like here's around, 30 to $40 profit per card. But honestly, a card like this, you won't have to sell on eBay. I can sell this card for like 90 to 100 bucks all day on like Facebook or Instagram. So like, this is a really solid card. And what does this tell me? Well, if Will Levis, if his Orange Laser does really well, wouldn't Bryce Young's? Wouldn't CJ Stroud's, right? If we type in Bryce Young here, you'll see there's a bunch of these available. Ooh, like this one looks really nice. And this one looks super good. And if we look here, right, let's just swap out Bryce Young to see what his sells for. Bryce Young. His Orange Laser does actually I know him and Will Levis sell for about the same. So 105, 125, 110. And what does it sell for? Not graded. Well, not graded, it sells for about the same, right? 22 bucks. I don't know why this one sold for so high. Yeah, it's about $25, right? So same exact math I just did here, right? This sloppy math. We can double our money all day, right? So that's a super solid card to buy. And how did I come to this conclusion that this was a good card? Literally all I did was I typed in Will Levis Prism on eBay, right? And it led me down this rabbit hole. Now I could buy Will Levis's, Bryce Young's, CJ Stroud's. Pretty good. And we can also look at let's do another example. Let's do one more example for all y'all folks. Let's stick with Bryce Young here, and let's type in like select, right? Let's see what his selects are doing. Let's do this again. Let's do like minimum 30, maximum $100. Only cards that are not graded. Select's going to be a little bit harder. So standard rule of thumb, you want to try to stay away from cards where it's his college jersey. It's easier to make money with cards that are not his college jersey. Actually, now that I'm looking now, his good select cards haven't even came out yet. I forgot about that. So looking at his select cards isn't even going to do much for us. But yeah, this is how to make money with low budget sports cards. Let's do one more example of, let's type in like Bowman Chrome, like let's do like Jackson Holiday, right? He's a pretty popular prospect. You can see, right, if we do this same thing, let's do, minimum $20, maximum let's do 120 because his cards sell for a little bit more. Let's look at cards that are not graded. And Jackson Holiday has a lot of cards here. He has a lot. So I swapped this out for 2022. His real rookie cards from 2022. So if we take a look here, let's see. This is his base, I believe. Yeah, this is his base. There's no back picture, but let's see what this card sells for and if we can make money with it. All right, 2022 Bowman Chrome Jackson Holiday. Let's type in base here. It's his base card. So as a 10, it sells for $81. And not graded, it sells for $22 apparently. There's one sale. And that's his autograph. Nope, that's not the same card. $20. So it's like $20 as a raw, and as a 10, it's worth 81s. Or there's an $88 sale here. So like, can I double my money? Right? Let's run it through our formula, right? Value of the card as a 10. What does it equal? Well, $80. And then grading cost, right, is $19. And then 13% eBay fee equals, well, what's 13% of $80? Let's figure it out. So $80 times, you could just do 0.87. That'll get us to our answer. Is $69, or let's just do it the easy way. 13% is $10, right? So a 13% eBay fee is $10. So this comes out to 80 minus 19 minus 10. So at the end of the day, we can expect to get right around, what is that, $51, right? Hopefully I'm doing that math right. All right, $51. And we can purchase this card for about 20, right? Are we doubling our money? Hell yeah, we are. And once again, this is a really easy card to sell. So this is how to make money with low budget sports cards. Use this formula. It helps a lot, right? Like if you're buying a card for $20 and you're getting it graded and, you know, you're making $8 at the end of the day, right? Let's use some common sense here. It's probably not worth it to go through all that struggle. And the idea with low budget sports cards, like this stuff's not going to make you rich, but you buy a bunch of them and usually they're a little bit easier to grade, they're easier to find, and you make, you know, solid money from it. So yeah, this is the way to buy and sell low budget sports cards. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know some feedback, what you think. And yeah, go out there and start making some money with some low budget sports cards. All right, hopefully you saw that it is very possible to buy cards and make money with them for less than $50. I mean, that Will Levis example I showed you, right? Not going to make you rich, but the important thing is you're proving to yourself that this business works. I was actually having a conversation with a friend the other day, and he was asking me, what business should I start, right? And every business works, right? Real estate, stocks, you know, sports cards, crypto. You just have to force it to work, right? There's billion-dollar real estate companies, and there's real estate companies that go out of business. The billion-dollar founder just stayed with it and forced it to work. So the great thing about this whole low-budget sports cards thing is if you want to get into sports cards and start a business, right, you're going to hear crap from your mom and your dad and your wife and your kids, like this is a scam, don't waste your time. But using this low-budget strategy, not a lot of money, you can prove to them and yourself that, hey, I can actually make money online with sports cards, right? Before I let you guys go off of this video, one thing I always like to say is normal people do normal things, right? If you want to live a normal life, right, do normal things, right? Get a 9-to-5 job, 401k, retirement fund, all that stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to live a not normal life, you have to do not normal things, like maybe investing in sports cards or starting your own business, right? Because not normal things lead to not normal lives. It's just a little bit hard to get over that hurdle and hear crap from your parents, and I've been there. But I'm telling you this because I want to see you start buying and selling sports cards, make a little bit of money, use this video, use it to your advantage. A lot of value is in here. I'll see you in the next one.